Good morning, everybody. It's time for breakfast. I'm going to make a couple breakfast burritos. I've got 2 pan sausage in there and 6 of those little fully cooked um, link sausage. So, y'all excuse me. Y'all know I'm doing 1,000 things on here. So anyway, I got those sausage already cooking in the pan. Just decided I'd go ahead and video it. I've got a couple of pan sausage in there, and then I had some. I'm clearing out the freezer. Some of these brown and serves. Just put them in there. Chopped up some onions in it, and I'm going to scramble some eggs. I'm just going to make a real simple, just a little breakfast snack burrito. Something to eat with a cup of coffee. Something that you can grab on the go. Also, I was going to put peppers in all of them, but of course Kareem, I don't know why he doesn't like peppers, so I like peppers in mine, so I'm going to do some peppers in the ones that I'm going to eat, and I'll just make his without peppers. I've got a few more onions that I need to cut it and put in here, so move that out of the way. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Did I say good morning? Good morning. If I didn't, good morning. How y'all doing? It is a typical brisk January morning here in North Carolina. Finally, we're getting some winter weather, and I don't want too much now. I'm not calling for too much, but I understand we get ready to get some storm weather in here. But for right now, it's nice and brisk and cold, and this is what it's supposed to feel like in January. But aside from the brisk and coldness, what I also like, I'm gonna throw some more onions in there. I like lots of onions in mine. When they get sauteed up and that seasoning goes through them, onions are wonderful. And not too many things I can think of. Now, Kareem loves the onions, but don't like the peppers. So I'll sneak some some peppers in mine. So I'm gonna cook my peppers off to the side there, and I'll accommodate him as well as myself. So I got that heat on medium low, and got those sausage and onions sauteing, and I'm gonna just gonna slice my peppers, and I just put them off to the side so they won't interfere with his. I'm sure he likes the flavoring because I cook stuff with peppers in it all the time, but he just doesn't like to eat the peppers themselves. Okay, so I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna just put mine in after I cook them. I'm not gonna mix them into the mixer. That way I don't have to pull them out. So I'm just gonna slice them like so. Let's see. I just slice them up like that. I'm just gonna make room for them right here on the side of the pan. Stuff like this is so simple to make. It's so tasty to eat. It's so convenient, and it takes a little bit of time. I think I've been talking to you 3 minutes. I probably had already chopped that sausage up in 1 minute. So you figure where we are now, 5 minutes. And it's gonna take another 5 minutes to get those peppers and onions all cooked up. So you say this is like a 30-minute thing to get something real good going. And if you want to cook more than just what you're going to eat, these freeze very well. And for those of you who's tuned in with me before with making breakfast burritos, you know burritos freeze. Once you get them made, if you make too many, put them in the wrap, throw them in the freezer, and you can pull them out months later. I'm just going to pour a little bit of oil in there just to get my peppers. Just make me I decided I want to handle that big old jug of oil. So I poured me some oil on I think that was some olive. Yeah, there was olive oil and olive jar. So these little jars come in handy for things, as many different things as I do. So you just, like I said, just get these all chunked around there. I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning, not a lot of seasoning. Y'all know I put my extra seasoning in there so I can pegalize it. Ooh, new word, pegalize it. Okay, so to that I'm going to sprinkle some complete seasoning. And I'm going to kick it up. I'm going to give it a little bit of kick today. Because I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in there just to spruce it a little bit. Just put that. This is mainly for the peppers and onions. About a half a teaspoon. Why that's coming out so slow? Let's get it on the big end. Okay, we can get this show on the road. There we go. That's what we want right there. And then I won't put a lot of salt in the eggs because I like that seasoning that comes out of that complete seasoning. I am going to just let these continue to saute, because that's basically what I'm doing to it, just to saute the peppers and onions along with the sausage. Okay, let's push it back there. Okay. Let's get that pulled to the side. Like I said, I don't want to have to pick these peppers out once I get done with them. I'm always experimenting with different ways to do the same foods. I mean, if you live a traditional life based on, you know, what you're able to buy and what you buy as far as eating is concerned, you use basically the same food. You just find different ways to prepare it. Okay. For the most part, okay, just leave that on low heat and continue to cook. Again, I hope you all are having a great morning. I hope you've had your first cup of coffee or tea. I've yet to have mine. As I told you, I think before, I'm getting ready to start working on my Black History project. So I've been devoting a lot of time to that this week and last week. And really, my voice is just really coming back to where I can actually talk without interference. My phone, I can't never get past that. Let me see if this is a call I need to take. Yeah, it is. So hold on for me. Hey, y'all, I'm back. That phone call was a phone call that I had to take. It's kind of a, I don't want to say distressing call. It was one of those phone calls where somebody wanted to, you know, bounce something off me and run something past me. You know, sometimes things happen in folks' lives that they need somebody just to hear it come back to them. And that was one of those situations. And then they needed a little, okay, yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's the right way to do it. Here's how I would do it if it was me, because I certainly don't try to push my will on anybody. And I'm always willing to do that, especially with my children and the other, you know, the young men and women in my life who I have engrafted as my children and grandchildren. So we have to be prepared to talk to people about things sometimes that, you know, I don't like to run people down for one thing. But if I have a truth about someone or about a situation that I know to be the truth, and especially if it's a truth that I've dealt with, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it without fear of retribution. I'm going to say it without fear of, if I have to say it about you because you've done it to me, and it comes back, well, because you did it to me, and I know that to be true, and you did the same thing to another person. So, you know, basically, what's up with you? So that was what I had to do. And I'm praying right now. You know, I told her I would be praying, and you know, the only thing I can say is, I always pray for the will of God to prevail in any situation, no matter how big or how small the situation may be. Sometimes, you know, sometimes there have been situations where I might think, well, you know what? I may have the information you need or may be able to bear witness, but sometimes when you think about the fallout, the repercussions, I do, you know, I'm intelligent enough to filter that through before I say something. I don't always have to say something just because I have the information. You know, I believe in the greater good. I'm a greater good type person. So even if I have, I can wait sometimes. You know, that scripture goes and said, wait. I said, wait on the Lord. And that means in anything, in everything that you do, wait on the Lord for some things. And this was a situation I just felt compelled to just say my truth. And it's a truth that I had recently had to put before the same person. So I feel good about it. So anyway, back to the lighter side of things. I'm trying to chew, y'all. I'm back to my breakfast wrap. Look, This is 4 eggs and a fourth of a cup of cheese. I had block cheese, so I had to just cut it up like that. And I'm getting my oil ready, so I can go ahead and scramble these eggs and get these wraps going. Now, I season these eggs up just like I showed y'all before. I put that complete seasoning, put some complete seasoning in there. I put a little bit of that. I haven't put my complete in there, but I'm going to put complete seasoning. Put my Himalayan pink salt, a little bit of that in there, and some dill seed. The dill seed does, you know what, I have not decided yet just exactly what that dill seed does flavor-wise, but it does something, and I go ahead and put it in there. Oh yeah, we don't want those. Remember, we don't want the skillet to be too hot, because scrambled eggs take a few minutes to do. Now, we can do them quick scrambled eggs if we want to, and that's fine. But I have learned that to let them slowly cook over low heat just takes it to another level. As a matter of fact, I was watching a cook show one day, and they had a segment on there, you know, who could do the best scrambled eggs. And I thought to myself, I mean, how much work could it be to do scrambled eggs? So I thought to myself, let me just watch this segment. And what I learned is that it does make a difference. So I went, and of course, you know, I tried the process, and it works. It works well. So I'm just going to let these eggs slowly cook, and just let them get immersed in all those seasonings. And we're going to talk for a little bit while they cook. Okay, so just let them sit there and cook. Of course, I've got my sausage, that pile of sausage, and my peppers already. And off to the side over here, I've got my, these are 10-inch wraps. I think I might be able to get 6 out of this, or at least 5 anyway. So I'm going to just continue to cook those eggs, and let's turn the heat up. Turn the heat up a little bit. They're cooking nicely. Of course, there's oil in the pan. You can put butter, oil, or whatever. I put oil because y'all, guess what? Y'all believe this. I'm out of butter. I am actually out of butter. I started out with, let's see, at New Year's, I had like 10 sticks of butter. I had 36 eggs. And milk. I bought milk twice since New Year's. But anyway, now I'm down to no sticks of butter. I just cooked my last 4 eggs. So guess what? I got to go to Food Line and stock up on my butter, eggs, and butter and eggs. At least I don't really need milk right now. But anyway, I've been trying to work on staying out of the grocery store because I go to the grocery store a lot. Ooh. In fact, I go, excuse me for water for a minute. Y'all know I'm doing a cleanup over here. So anyway, I try as best as I can, trying to hold to it, because it's not a resolution. It's one of those let it happen things. I'm just going to let it happen that I don't go to the grocery store as much as I've been going. So I'm trying to work on it, y'all. I'm working on it. So, anywho, I'm just going to continue. Let's check the eggs again. Yeah, see, they're cooking nicely, and it gives that cheese the opportunity to melt slowly. Because I don't know if you know it, with cheddar cheese, because it's strong. This is sharp cheddar. Cheddar cheese will ball up on you if you try to melt it too fast. I learned that. And you know what? I'm just thinking about my daddy loved grits. He loved rice. Lord Jesus, my mom had to cook rice every day, and he liked the grits too. But he loved rice, and he loved cheese and eggs. He could make the best cheese and eggs that you have ever put your mouth on. His cheese and eggs would be so full of cheese. But guess what he would do? And that's something that I have not tried lately. And I'm sure the cheese was a whole lot better back in the 50s. But here's what I watch him do. I always watch everybody cook. When he did his cheese and eggs, he would heat that oil or heat that bacon grease. And he would cut the cheese up into that grease and let that cheese melt. Then he would pour his eggs in there and, you know, put his little salt and pepper in there. Those would be the best cheese eggs that you have ever put your mouth on. And the texture and the way they looked, They would be an orange color. They wouldn't be yellow like these are, because I don't have that much cheese in there. And I've also got milk. And he put a little bit of pet milk in there. And you talk about some good cheese eggs. My daddy could make the best cheese eggs. And I can remember that from all that long time ago when he would be in that kitchen cooking. And I couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. Like I said, I've always been interested in food and the process of cooking food and what it tastes like and what you put into it. So, I am going to, the next time I make cheese, just cheese and eggs, I'm going to have to try that. We're going to do it here on the YouTube, and we're going to see. And then for those of you out there, some of y'all might remember, maybe some of y'all do your, cook your cheese eggs like that. You melt the cheese in the skillet with the grease, and then you pour the eggs in there. But that was some good eating to me. But anyway, these eggs are just about a minute or 2 out. See how nice and fluffy looking they are? Just got to dry them up a little bit more. Okay, they're nice and creamy. And see, that's what this process does for these eggs. I found out it makes the eggs have a nice creamy taste and texture to them. So since they're about done, I can now start putting my wraps together. I'm gonna move my cup out of the way. This is one of my silver cups I bought over the holidays. I like to make my tea in that because it stays hot longer. And I put my water, I keep a cup of water or a bottle of water in my room because I get thirsty sometimes during the night. So instead of having to run all the way up to the kitchen, I started now putting me some ice in there, and that ice stays in there all night long. So, okay, I think my eggs are ready. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling. And then we'll just roll 1 or 2. Okay, get those eggs off. I don't want them to cook anymore. I'm going to need, how about let's put that trivet right there. Put the trivet there. Put my wraps there. And I'm going to get me another plate to just... Okay, so real simple, y'all. Real simple. It's going to have me a spoon here. And this is going to be a real simple process because all I got to do is spoon some eggs out of here. Oops, I'm messing up already. Make sure spoon these eggs out of here. It's not going to have that much egg because like I said, remember I only had 4 eggs. So, then we're going to spoon some the meat. Now I think I can have a lot of meat in here because... Okay. Are you seeing? You're not seeing this, are you? Okay. Okay. So remember, we talked about how to... Let's go here. Okay. There we go. Put a little bit more meat in there. Okay. So that is enough eggs and meat in there to go ahead and roll this wrap. And I always like to do the ends of mine because I hate that when I pick it up, I don't want my stuff falling all out. So we got the first one rolled up. And we can eat them just like this. Just like that. So first one goes on the plate there. Some more eggs out here. And you know what? These eggs are so creamy. You can just about spread them out just like that. And go ahead and put your meat in. And your onions. Okay. I always have to turn them around that way so I can wrap them up. So you make your first fold, then you do your ends. And then just go ahead and roll. So, you know, for me, a couple of these and a cup of hot tea or a cup of coffee, just what the doctor ordered. Okay, here we go, y'all. I think I might be able to get 6. Seems like I'm going to get 6. 1, 2, yeah. I'll get 6 out of here. So that's perfect. Again, so I'll get 3 more out of that. we'll get 6. Okay. Yay. So none of these are gonna be frozen. These all here are for today, because I know Kareem will eat his 3 and I'll eat 2, and then he'll probably come back and get that last one because I won't eat no more than 2. Okay. Now here's where I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna go ahead and do one more plain one without the peppers in it. One more plain one. One with no peppers. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. But you see how simple and easy this is? Voila. All done. You can also put these back in the skillet, and what that does will to seal the I hit the wrong button, y'all. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna spread these eggs out in here, and this is the way we do it. Okay, I got last. Okay. Last 2, and these last 2 are gonna be for me. So you will see me now put my peppers in. Peppers in. Kareem just don't. You know, sometimes people don't have a palate for certain things. You just can't really talk them into it. So I tried once to talk him into it. Boy, go ahead and try it with. No, Grandma, I don't like peppers. Okay, so suit your little old cutie self. Okay. And I got one more to do. This one's gonna be loaded. Like, yeah. Okay, so just spread. Yep. The last one either gets the littlest or the mostest. And this one got the mostest. It's all going the same way, I'll tell you that. Okay, people, that is the last burrito. Get that kind of cleared off there. Yummy. And because y'all already know it, I'm going to eat mine with salsa. I think I even got part of an avocado going. So, excuse me. Get my tea water fired back up, so I'll know those 2 are mine. Now, let's get those back over here. I'm ending up, y'all, with 6 breakfast burritos. And I'm telling y'all, you can do this, you can do this in under 30 minutes. Trust me. 25, 30 minutes, because under 30 minutes, I promise you, you can. Get you a cup of hot tea, a hot cup of coffee, or you can do your cappuccino, which is sometimes what I do, cappuccino, because I love cappuccino. You make your own cappuccino now. You either get the mix, or you can just do it with coffee, some milk, some ice, and some vanilla flavor. Put it in your blender, and you got your the iced cappuccino. If you want a hot cappuccino, of course, you have to put hot water, just like you would, make it like you do coffee. So let's wrap this up here. I'm going to put my that's what I'm going to be eating off of. So I'm going to have me a couple. Oh, I thought something was in the plate. Nothing's in the plate. That's something on the stove, I guess. Anywho, again, hope all is going well for you today. I don't know. Okay, and we're back. I don't know what just happened then, but people, let me just say this to y'all. These breakfast burritos are ready to go. They're ready for consumption. As I told you, I'm doing me some elderberry tea. This is what I've been using the entire time that I've been sick to keep my... Let's go ahead and pour that out. Yeah, I've been using some elderberry tea, which I was told was the best thing to use as far as tea. So if you get a scratch, if you feel yourself getting a scratchy throat, go to the health food store, grab you some fresh elderberries, and start making you some tea. And of course, make the tea just like I did. I've got this little tea strainer here. I just put those elderberries in there, pour that hot water on there, so the water comes up, and let it steep until it becomes it's sort of a dark purpley color. Sorry about all this movement, y'all. Um, but these breakfast burritos are ready. I'm just gonna place a couple on the plate here for myself, and the rest I'm gonna leave on the stove for Kareem. So hold on one sec for me. Okay, there it is, y'all. A nice gourmet looking breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever you want to call it, because it's in the afternoon now. I've been doing so much this morning, I lost track of time. So I'm eating a late breakfast. Uh, of course, my breakfast burritos with sausage, eggs, cheese, and those especially creamy eggs. Those eggs are wonderful. And of course, I got my famous homemade salsa over there in the container, and some blueberries, which I love for the fruit, give me that little sweet taste. And of course, those extra wraps are for Kareem when he gets ready to come down here and eat. So without further delay, y'all, I'm getting ready to sit down, relax, and enjoy my breakfast meal. So hope you were cooking right along with me so you can sit down with me and we can continue this chat if you'd like. Okay, y'all, love you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in with me, for listening. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'm going to get back to answering some of your comments. I just been sort of tied up because, again, I'm working on I've gotten Christmas down for the most part, except for one tree in the den. I got to get that tree down, but my other stuff is packed and ready to go back into its space. And now I'm working on, I've pulled out all of my Black History Month display stuff, so I'm in the midst of that. So I'm going to be busy for the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to try and video as much as I can to get some contact with you all, and I will answer your comments as I can, and we'll be talking. I'm going to do some sit-down stuff. In fact, I might sit down and talk with y'all about Black History Month a little bit more. Okay, so until I cook again, love you guys. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Cook something good to eat. Be good to one another. And until I cook again, y'all, love you. Toodaloo.